What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Gran Turismo 6. Now, I promised this series would continue, and I'm going to stay true to that promise, so we're going to go and try to complete some of the beginner races that I kind of neglected to complete when I was doing the career earlier. I mean, I have a lot of harder difficulty races unlocked, but I figured I might as well go back and finish off some of the races that I didn't finish before, especially races that my modified GT86 would be well suited for. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the FR, not championship, but FR challenge. That's what it's called. Completely forgot what it was called for a second. Now, hopefully, I can. Hopefully, this will be a little bit of a warm up race, and then the other races will just be a lot easier after this one. Hopefully, let's see. We're up against C63 AMGs, XFRs, M3s. Okay, so basically, way more than half the grid is German. That's kind of odd, though, that it's an FR race, or FR challenge, and I'm the only Japanese car on the grid. That's actually kind of rare for Gran Turismo. Normally, there's a lot of Japanese cars on the grid. Come on. Power out. Into third. Yes. Ah, come on. Dang, that Z4M coupe just has it by a little bit. Oh, what? Cut me off like crazy. M3 CSL up next. Ooh, that was a little too much into that corner. Oh, crap. And I don't have rewind either, so I gotta be really careful about trying risky stuff like that. And also take my time to learn the track. You only have 2 laps, though. So I really have to be aggressive. M3 didn't want to let me in. Much like M3 drivers on the road. No, I'm kidding. If you drive an M3, that's totally fine. It's just, I don't know, there's like a stereotype with M3 drivers. Oh my god, he's being crazy aggressive. Finally backed off a little bit. Oh, there we go. A little bit slidey on the way in, but powering out, it went fine. Now just catching up to the... What is this next car? Okay, it's the C63. I couldn't tell from back there. Just because of those GT6 graphics, though. Wow, that XFR is big. It's really, really big. Oh, God. Not quite used to the way the cars react in GT6 yet. I mean, I'm better than I was, but still. I was too late. He shut me out of the inside. That wasn't gonna work. Oh, come on, no! No! Okay, there's only 2 laps, and yeah, there's only 2 laps, and the finish is right there. And I need to win. I was almost there. And I would have had it if I didn't screw up at the tunnel. Ready, and braking down to... Oh, that was way too late. I should probably focus on when to actually brake instead of trying to focus on narrating my braking. And I also have to be as quick through the corners as possible because everybody in this race has me on the straights, literally. Wasn't a very well executed corner, but we still got it. Oh, God. Jeez, I went for the inside, and that's the Z4 really tried to shut me out of that corner. Wow, these two are going crazy at each other. Just braking a bit to the inside. There we go. That's how I wanted that corner to go. Come on, right to the inside. Yes, not bad at all. I have 3 places I need to make up. See how they've all got me on the straights? They're all, like, ferociously trying to get past. But I can corner harder than they can. Well, thing is that they also have me on out of corner acceleration. But since I'm lighter, I can brake later. That's the biggest advantage I have, really, is my braking. In that I can brake way later than they can. Power out into the tunnel. Not bad. Wow. That cornering section is really what... that's really what did it for this car. That's what allowed me to get past. Probably should have been in second for that. I'm not sure. I think third was probably fine, but I don't know. Oh, God. No, 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 no. No, 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 not at the end. Oh, wow. Power is really the biggest issue here. Wow. That's crazy. I guess I'll come back to this race. I'll go on to some other races and then come back to this one, because this one, it seems like you gotta just get a ton of speed up. Not a ton of speed up, but, like, just get a ton of space between you and everybody else. Otherwise, just when you get onto the straight, they're gonna just destroy you. Hopefully the next track is really, really twisty. There. Exit. I didn't even check to see what the other tracks were, to be quite honest. But like I said, hopefully they're pretty twisty. So we've got Trial Mountain, which is decently twisty, and then we've got Silverstone, which is also decently twisty, but there is a big straight. There's a couple of big straights, actually, so that could be an issue. But let's go ahead and do Trial Mountain, because I feel like I could do pretty well there. And I also feel like, with the way some of the corners are on this track, some of the angles and stuff like that, I feel like some of the heavier cars might have a little bit of an issue. Oh yeah, this will be perfect for me. Oh, they've switched out the cars for some other ones. That RX-7 is probably the one that I'm gonna have the most trouble with as far as, like, getting past and battling. That's probably, like I said, that's gonna probably be my biggest rival in this race. You don't want to discount that M3 either, though. That thing is pretty formidable. Alright, let's see what it can do. I like this track a lot, too. It's one of my favorites in GT. And if you get a rhythm going with it, it can be a really fun track. Brilliant track for online as well. Oh, God! He braked a ton! Thank you! Not bad. It's easy to hold certain lines, especially on a track like this. It's easy to hold the lines you want in this car. Love this section right here. This is pretty much my favorite section. It's a shame the graphics aren't better. And I think that's the biggest thing. I hope that they fix that with GT7. I really do, because that's the biggest thing that they need to fix, really, is their graphics. They've got their physics down. They don't need to, you know, they don't need to micro-refine their physics anymore. They've got their physics down. They need to really focus hard on the graphics, especially the environmental graphics. That's what they really need to just get their whole team focused on. That, and they need to make a couple of changes, a couple of tweaks to the online, just kind of refine it a little bit. But other than that, graphics are where GT really needs its help. Because I feel like it could be a much better player in the sim racing category if it had better graphics. I feel like, I don't know if you guys agree with me on that or disagree with me on that. I mean, yes, I'm always going to value gameplay over graphics, but the thing is, in GT, they have the gameplay down. They've got it down completely, so they don't need to worry about that anymore. They just need to get their graphics and their sounds. Graphics and sounds are really what should be the primary focuses for GT7. And if they could only focus on one, then make it sounds, because the sounds in GT6 are really bad. They just don't sound realistic. They sound extremely synthesized and just not up to par with the rest of the game, really. I mean, well, I guess the best way to describe it is the graphics and the sounds just feel like they're not up to par with the physics and the way the cars feel. And that Jag is seriously just hitting me right now. Watch how far he drops behind in the corner, though. It's crazy. I can just take off. He goes way behind. That's the beauty of this track, and using a car like this on this... Oh, crap. Oh, that's not gone well. That line was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Completely horrible. All I have to do is just stay in it just a little bit longer. Again, they will not be able to... Well, these corners, you can kind of straighten them out, but... Line's coming up. Nearly there, and boom. Not bad. Was able to keep just edge just a little bit ahead. Wow, 341.7 versus 341.8. He was right on me right there at the finish, and he was gaining ground. And I feel like if the finish was a little bit further away, he probably would have had that. Or it would have been even closer. That would have been insane if it was even closer. Like, you know, I want to... I can't remember what it was, but like 341 to... It was 341.7 to 47 or 41.8, but it would have been crazy if it was like a 341.74 and a 341.75. It would have been insane if it was like that. Or if it was that close. I've actually had finishes that close in Forza before, but never in GT. I don't quite know why. I guess it's just because I've played Forza a lot more. Now for Silverstone, just to finish it off, hopefully with a good race at Silverstone. But like I said before, and anybody, if you've played on Silverstone or I don't know, GT or Forza, any simulator pretty much, you guys know that there's a lot of straightaways on Silverstone, so that could be an issue for the little Toyota. XFR, Z8, DB7, S-Type R, M3. I think, again, the M3 is going to be one to watch out for. Wow. Actually, I didn't even know the longest straight was that long. I was surprised. I was really surprised, to be quite honest. Wow, that took long to load, too. It doesn't usually take that long. One of the nice things about GT is the loading times, at least for me, are usually really fast. They generally, it's really smooth for me, actually, generally. To fourth. Setting up for the first corner. Come on. Ah, come on. Out of the way, M3. I know I can take this faster than you can. Oh, God. It's the straights where they get me. It really is. Ah, the M3 is on the outside. Probably braked a little early for that. Just kind of followed their braking point. And my braking point is always going to be later than their braking point, especially at an S-type. Oh my god. Ah, come on, it's that out-of-corner acceleration. That's where they have me. I'm thinking that this, I'm going to either need a different car or going to need to do a lot to the engine in this one and then come back because unlike that last track where I could really rely on the corners just to get ahead of them, I can't. Here at Silverstone, there's so many straightaways that it just makes it really, really difficult. Oh, God! See, I knew I could have gone through there faster. I have this giant, fat Jaguar in front of me blocking me. There we go. Now I have to pass this Aston, but we've got another straightaway. Trying to catch him in the corner. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm trying it. Not gonna happen. Yes! Oh, went a little bit sideways. Now I'm just gonna need to block them throughout the rest of the race. We're still on the first lap. I highly doubt I'll be able to catch those two guys that are way up in first and second, though. I went to look back and I realized that since it's the D-pad, that's the same finger that I use on the D-pad that I use to steer, so maybe I shouldn't be looking back. Oh, just a little bit wide. Oh, jeez. Come on. Probably cut that just a little bit too tight. And braking. Wow, I've caught up quite a bit. But then again, the straightaway is coming. That's the problem. If there was more corners, I'd be right up there with them, but it's these straightaways. Right to the outside, maybe a little bit too far. Oh, come on, no way! They're a lot closer now, almost pretty much in sight. Or at least in close enough in sight to be passed. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Trying to get around the BMW, but the problem is he's just too quick. At least on the straights, he's too quick. Got this big sweeping corner. Was able to brake a lot later than both of them. Got a little bit squirrely under braking, but we were okay. That shift was a little bit off. Oh, jeez. Ah, dang it, he's gonna have it. We were close, too. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with that result because I didn't think we were gonna make it even close to passing either of these guys. I saw him just way out ahead, and I thought the straightaways were just gonna give him such a huge advantage that I honestly didn't think we were gonna be able to get anywhere close to where we did. So, I'm actually pretty happy with that result. And yes, we'll come back later and finish off the rest of these events, and get 3 stars on the other two, because I know we got 3 stars on one, but the other two we didn't. So we'll come back, and maybe after modifying this car, maybe after getting into a different car, I'm not sure which. But like I said, we'll come back and we'll finish this little I guess challenge champion. I almost said championship again, but challenge. We'll finish it off. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.